Hi, this is Carehart, and what I'm working on today is designing the templates for some Christmas cards. I've already made 24 of these kits. This is one of the 24, so I'll have 23 to sell and give out. And included in the kit are 3 sheets of paper that are cardstock in these 3 colors, and coordinating little cutouts that came from Bo Bunny. We purchased them, not a donation. And it's hopefully to make 9 cards. The cutouts are about the same size as Project Life cards. And the cutouts, so if you wanted to make something like this yourself, you could pull these things together. It's 4 inches by 3 inches for the cutouts, and there's 8 of them. And then I have one that's like one of those large Project Life ones, and it's 6 inches by 4 inches. So what have I included in the kit besides some blingy looking, which you can hardly even see what they are? See if I can do that for better bling. You can hardly see what it is. But I cut them out to be about the same size for everyone's kits. 3 large color coordinated pieces that I used came from Creative Memories, I think. Could be Stampin' Up, their collection. Anyway, it's the cardstock paper in pink, a light green, and a maroon looking color. I'm not good with colors, y'all. So we have 8.5 by, should be 5.5 by 5.5. So I took 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper and cut them in half. Okay. And then each kit got 3 pieces of 3 different colors. So you have half a sheet of 8.5 by 11 here, half a sheet here, and half a sheet here. Okay. But all of the kits have the same 3 colors in their half sheets. Then you have black, because of course we want to have as an accent on the cards some black. And these are, I think they're 6 by 6. Yep, I made them as 6 by 6 squares off of 12 by 12 paper. And then I took this beautiful blingy paper and already pre-cut them for you. And they're just in, for anyone who wants to make it themselves, this would be like the accent paper, one fancy piece of paper that you've cut into parts. And this is 8.5 by 3.25. This one is 3.5 by 3.25. And then you have little ones, 1.5 by 1 3/4, and 1 by 2.25. And it has glitter, which makes me crazy. The card pieces that I have in here, hey Darla, the card pieces that I have in here to make the cards are 7 inches by 5. So I chose 5 by 7 because my biggest piece is this one. And I figured this card is going to be the fastest card to make. And so we can just use, well, it won't be one of those. We can just use one of these strips and we'll cut that out. And all of the card kits have this giant Merry Christmas. And so, of course, any of the artists who say Christmas is okay are the ones that'll get this, plus anyone who buys half of them in the auction. Now, I included 2 book pages. Why? Because I personally think, oops, I forgot about the measuring this one for you. So this one is also 3.25 by 3.5. Okay, so I included 2 book pages. I don't know if they're racy or not, so don't read them. Hopefully they're not. Oh my gosh. So let's just get to this. That way I can put, once I have the measurements of everything, I can give the instructions on how to measure it out and take them to this video. Oh, I forgot. I have 1 yard of lace. So again, anyone can recreate this using Project Life cards. And, you know, 1.5 sheets of your 8.5 by 11 cardstock, 3/4 of a 12 by 12, whatever colors coordinate with your cut apart sheet or project lifeguards. Right? What are the other tools that I brought with me today? Well, first, because I know I'm going to be doing handwriting, I brought some scrap paper. I brought a purple ink pad because that's what's on my desk. So purple is going to be what I ink all my edges. I have a corner rounder, scissors. What did I do with my ruler? Oh, here it is. A ruler. And I'm not a normal person, so I would say be a normal person and have a normal pen. But I have a pink pen on my desk. I actually have 2 different ones, but they both actually write the same pink. Hopefully that's not too rough. I also have these Sharpies, but these 2 are out of ink after doodling with Jean Peter recently. So all I have is blue and brown. So whatever pens you have handy. If it doesn't show up and I have to make it, oh, look at this. I might have more pens in here. Hold your britches. Ooh, it looks like I have more pens. So purple, orange, that silver is hard to see. Ooh, that gold is really pretty though. Darn it, no normal pens. I do need to put some normal pens on my desk. And that doesn't count. But yeah, that's it. Oh, hey there, Susie and Tammy. Okay, so if it's not dark enough for you guys, I'll use a pencil. But pencils don't really, they rub off on your fingers sometimes. So let's just do this. Let's make card 1 and just get right to it. So if this is, and yes, I'm going to do this to you guys. It's a 4x6 card. Yes, so that means I want to cut this with a 1/4 inch all the way around. So I want it to be 4.5 by 6.5. And I'm going to have to do it this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. You guys can use all your fancy stuff. And keep all your scraps if you are working with this, because I am a fan of using all the scraps. Okay, that's our first cut. The next one will be 4.5 because we just said we want it to be 4.5 by 6.5 to give a 1/4 inch all the way around. So I'm just using my ruler and my measurements on the cutting board. If you're a artist and you're watching this and you want a cutting board, a cutting mat, then let us know that, because to me a cutting mat is a basic supply, especially if you have paper as your dealio. You know what I forgot? Glue. Who forgets glue? So I have a glue stick. Okay, so this is about the easiest card you're going to make, because, and I'm not going to ink all my edges, but you guys can ink all your edges. It makes it pop so much better. But that's really just card 1. And how easy is that? And you just embellish it however you want to embellish it if you want. If you really wanted to, you could take and run it behind. But I just feel like you miss so much if you do that. So maybe you could take like a little bit and glue that on. But I'm not doing that. A stapler would work too, by the way, if you wanted to do a stapler. The back side, if you don't like the way it says Merry Christmas, you can decorate and make your own on the back side. So it is double-sided. And the back side of every one of them is double-sided, is this line. So it's not like you're going to have anything special in that. So question to you guys watching right now is, if it was a 9-piece card kit, and I say buy one and give one to a artist, helps me cover the costs. How much would someone buy a 9-piece card kit? And it's a simple card kit. It's not too complicated. How much do you think it would go for? Because all you got to do is just sit down, copy how I make it, make your own. Of course, take the time to ink your edges, round your corners if you want them rounded. I didn't want it rounded because my card is rectangular. So that's why this one is not rounded. Look at that. So we went 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, and it really is just a pink piece of paper behind it, and it says Merry Christmas. You could have used any of your colors. I wouldn't have used this green one on this one. I'm saving the green one for another one. That's it. If you want it to be fancier, you can choose to use the black one, but card number 1 is done. Card number 2. All right. Well, let me think about this. Well, we have a pink strip of paper here and a pink strip of paper there. This one looks good with the pink. All right, that is definitely a little too much pink on one. Oh, there we go. There's a little bit of pink on the background here. Let's do this one next. I don't know how I feel about that. That's why I used the big pink one first. Yeah, maybe the black. No, not that one. This one's not bad because it has the pink ornaments. So this is the one I'll use. And it says documented right here, which means we're going to have to write something there. So you guys, here's your task. Tell me what you think this card should say. And then I'll write that. And we'll make this. This definitely needs to be inked. I can't not ink the pink. So let's see how big our card face is. Okay. And sometimes you'll find that your cards are not even. This is why I have my scissors. You can use your fancy pants cutting stuff. For me, I just use my scissors to cut off where it's not even. And the same thing will happen when you do this. So you're going to have a little strip left over there. Or you could put it here. That's not half bad like that. Oh, yeah, that's not half bad like that. So let's go back to the one I like better. And you're going to go sideways this way. Oh my gosh, look how easy this card is going to be. So we need to mat them both to make them match. So I'm going to mat them both. Give it some character with one of the book pages. And then I'm going to rip off the edges of the book page. Only because I just want text behind it. Okay, now I have to tell you what I do sometimes is I'll just go like this and I'll eyeball it. So I'm going to craft like I would normally make things, but I'll tell you how, if you want to measure it, then what you do is you measure how big your piece is. And this piece is 2 inches by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. So I would make this, because I wanted to have an extra 1/4, I add a 1/2 inch. So it'll be 2.5 inches by 6 inches is how I would measure this. So if you really want to measure it, which I will, I'll measure it at 2.5 inches by 6 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm even going to save my extra stuff for that. Looking for my lines. It's upside down. So I'm like, wait a minute, that's only 1.5 inches. No, I want it to be 2.5 from here. So I have a line at the top and a line at the bottom, and this is my side, if that helps you. Okay. So now here is where the paper is. But when I say I eyeball it, I would normally just line it up where I want it, grab my ruler, measure out, just looking at the frame around it, and rip it up. Then I do the same thing this way. I just eyeball it where I want it, grab my ruler, and you can use your markings if you want, but don't need to. And then make sure it's not too racy. It says the middle ground right there, when she got back to the studio right there. Okay, that's good. Nothing too racy. I have had some stuff happen. Oh, hey there, Shelly. Oh my gosh. I have to tell you guys, I understand. Do you want to, well, I suppose I can't tell you. I was going to say that well, you know, do you ever get stuck on words? You want to share something and you realize I can't share it because it's someone else's to share. So that's how I, Shelly, I'm like, I want to share something. Okay, I'm not going to do it. All right, here we go. Just lining this up. Why am I framing this in? Well, just because I think it would look good like this. And you guys, when you're doing yours, ink it, because it does look nice and finished when it's inked. Even ink your card. And the only reason I'm not is time. But I really, really want to ink it now, so I'm sorry. I'm going to do it. And I'm a messy inker. So you guys, ink whatever you think your non-messy way is, because this pretty pink paper, it's so clean. I'm not sure that I'm comfortable with things that clean. I need things to be a little messier. See, now this one has the nice straight lines, not the messy stuff. But you guys, craft it how you want to craft it. Now, the nice thing about all these cards is you could even gift a Christmas card pack to someone. And if you leave yourself some beautiful white space, oh, I don't even know if I want to frame this. Maybe like that. Then you can doodle around it. Not sure how I'm feeling. I'm going to frame it with a book page. What's happening? See how that looks. Let's check it out here first to see if I like it. The answer is no. No, I do not like it. So no, it's just going to go unframed. That's how it's going. Probably would have helped to do this one first. Hey there, Laura. So I've been thinking about doing something, and pretty much decided. I love this community feel that we have, where we can actually see folks' faces. And I'm thinking of doing a weekly, it's free to everybody in the Cares Angels group. You don't have to attend to participate. You don't even have to turn your camera on if you don't want to. And doing one of those weekly group Facebook Hangouts. And I'm not the only one who's going to do it. I could have a different host each week. This needs to be doodled on, by the way. That's how I feel. This is so out of my norm card making, because I do not typically use pink for anything. I just want to ink it up and make it grungy because I like the vintage or grunge look. I don't mind lots of colors, but pink is more difficult. You think it sounds fun? I think it would be fun. I think we could do like a whole host of people, pun intended. This needs a border. That's what it needs. Today, half of the nation is probably cranky, and half of the nation is happy, and all of the nation a little bit nervous. So today, I'm feeling crafty because it's a good way to just let all that go. Okay, that one is card number 2. You can see they'll start to tie out. You see them all on one page. All right, next. We'll take one of these. This one we're going to write a phrase on, like we're going to do. We have 3 of them we're writing, 4 of them we're writing phrases on. This is one of the 4. I feel like this needs black. So we're going to frame this one in black and plan to write something nice on that. Oh, you even fit with that framed around you. Oh, I might just frame it like that. Okay, so on this one, we're going to plan to have you just go around there. And yes, this is how I normally do it when I'm making my cards. So I'm going to move to how I normally do it, then I'll tell you the measurements. So you guys know that these are 3 by 4, and that means this is going to be 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 when you measure out your black piece. Okay, but I'm just eyeballing how I want it to be. It's kind of quiet in here. I think it's the emotion of the world, though. Now, this one does not like to rip, so I'm going to flip it over. So if you're going to rip it, I'm going to flip it over this way. Get you all lined up there. Eyeballing the pretty thing. Now I can rip you up. Told you, it just doesn't like to be ripped. So because of that, when it gets ripped, you really want to get rid of the white on the ink. I get it. You know, my internet has really been acting up lately. I know you guys can't see the hint of purple on the edges, but I can. Someone told me today that I always price things too little. You know, we're on live, so I'm just going to do, instead of my glue stick, I'm going to use my craft tape because it's faster. You know, I should write my words first. No worries on hushing. You can say what kind of project you're working on and be a part of the conversation that way. Usually the text stays pretty live in the chat, even if the video is behind a little. Ooh, I can't wait to see your altered paintbrush video. Oh, I was going to write words on it first. Dagnabbit. I really should keep some sticker paper next to me for when I make mistakes like this. There we go. I'll flip you that way. And I have a blue pen. We'll use the blue pen. If I had a regular pen, I would do it in regular pen. What do we want it to say? We want it to be simple. I don't want it to just say Merry Christmas. Flip it this way. All I can think of is, oh my gosh, you did a Grinch brush. I bet that was hysterical. Why can I not think of Christmas wishes? I'm going to cheat. I'm still here. There it is. I have a stamp thing. I don't want to write the words. I mean, I don't want to stamp the words. I just want to write the words. So good on the inside. I guess I could just write season's greetings on the front. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Oh, that's cute. We'll do that one. Oh no, you threw it away. You can say you were being a Grinch about it. Okay, so let me see. What did I just say? I got distracted. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. So if I write it tiny, that, have yourself a, and then write merry like this, little like that, Christmas. I always love everybody else's handwriting better than my own, but that'll work. I do think it needs to stretch out more. So I'll start my H somewhere around the blue line. My way of zooming, I just move the camera. It looks like I wrote downhill, which writers will say that means you're sad. But I'm not sad. Need my glasses on to do this. Have yourself. I can't believe I'm already singing Christmas music in my head. So now all I'm doing is I'm just making it a little bit darker as I step to the left of everything. And I can feel the tape on the back side of it.
Peekaboo.
Oh my gosh, you gave me a heart attack. Oh, that was so funny. You guys, we have JP in the background here. Do you guys want to hear an upcoming project that Jean Peter and I were talking about? And I know the answer is probably yes, but we've been discussing making a book purse. I think it would make, oh, I don't like how this M came out. I love everybody else's handwriting. There we go. There's something special about anything handwritten. So even when I have stamps, I'll sometimes write the words anyway. All right. So I'll just make that there. All right, I'm going to move you back up. Make sure I don't show you the craziness of the craft table beyond the table. Oh my gosh. And I didn't let the ink dry either, so watch, I'm going to smudge it or something. So whenever you guys see Defy chatting in a group, it can sometimes be JP or sometimes be me. But it'll only be JP if we're in a live. All right, so now we've covered up this beautiful paper and avoided the smudge. And let me see what it needs. Well, we have that pink strip. The pink strip can go here. And we have a book page too. Maybe the book page goes next to the pink strip. Just the right size. Lean this a little left. See how that looks together. So I feel like it needs something popped out here. Or, you see, I don't like how that looks at all. Unless we turned it sideways. You can try that. Like that. Yeah, I don't mind that. What do you guys think of that one? That's not too bad. It's so quiet in here, you guys. Yeah. Already on card number 3. And that's too long. So we'll just rip this and make it work. And now my brain just decided how I want to do it. We're going to have it come from the top and do them as flags. And what I do with my scissors, I already lost them. Okay. I need to find my sharp, pointy scissors. And if you're a artist and you're watching this and you're saying, I only have one pair of scissors, well, you can tell me that, or actually, we now have a little link to the website where you can go in and choose to have, well, I think I just decided a different way. Look at this. I keep changing my mind, you guys. I think I like this now this way. How do you like that one? The pink needs to be inked. So that means I have to ink this one too. But I do like this layout now. That's good. Make sure I put it right side up. Yeah, I think paintbrushes can be used for decoration. I think paintbrushes as a decoration would look adorable in it for folks who have a laundry room. Oh, I hate doing the inside line here. You guys are going to laugh at me because what I normally do is just stick it on my finger and go inside. And it's always the middle finger. Okay. I'm going to do it this way for that feathery look. You guys, with all your inky things and you're looking at me going, man, I could do that better. That's fine. You can do it better. Go do it better. There we go. I like that better. All right. We're going to ink the outside of the card and make sure I still keep it opening to the right. Her name is Lula. She does the hula. What is that from? Her name is Martha. Oh, what is that from? Does anybody know? Guys, everything I do is grungy, and yes, ink in some way. I'm sorry. Oh, you guys are looking at this going, how can you possibly call that what, it's just what I do. My little ink strippy stuff. So if I have strippy stuff like that, what I might want to do is this. No laughing, but just a light touch. I know, no laughing. There we go. Yep, I like that there. I like this here. And I like that at the top. It's done now. What do I do with my tape? I need coffee. There it is. Ooh, you bought some wax melts. That is fun. So are you thinking about doing encaustic wax, like that kind of stuff? Are you thinking of waxing your own thread with the wax melts? And you can come on and talk at the same time if you want, JP. We can both craft at the same time, because all I'm doing is doing this so I can take pictures to inspire the folks who make it. I'm a wonky art lady.
No, it's the kind of wax to make the house not smell like my dogs.
I've used that wax to on my thread if I don't have wax thread, which I do now, but back in the day when I was doing books, because I made candles, and had a neighbor give me some of those smelly wax things, and the smell was just too strong for me, so I used it to wax thread.
Cool. Well, these are all cinnamon.
Oh, I love the smell of. Oh my gosh, do you guys see? That's wonky. Just proof it's homemade.
Somebody over there had something that smelled like sugar cookies or cotton candy or that soft, sweet smell. And I can still smell it. And I'm in the house.
Oh my gosh. So it literally is in your backyard. You walk out the back gate.
Yep.
That's awesome.
I could go across the alley and use the porta potty if I wanted to.
Oh my gosh.
That would be the most perfect place for me to do a craft show.
In the porta potty?
No. In those buildings over there. Well, it's all outside, but I think there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people set up. And then there's a food truck and there's a cornhole tournament going on. So
I never watched that show, Beavis and Butthead. But once, when my kids were watching it years ago, maybe it was a movie, I don't know. But they had the blonde one pulled down his hoodie, and he kept saying Cornholio. I have no idea what they were talking about. But for whatever reason, every time I hear the word or the game cornhole, I picture that Beavis and Butthead moment of the guy pulling down his hoodie going, Cornholio, Cornholio. I have no idea what one references the other, and I'm sure somebody's going to go, oh, that's inappropriate. But I can't hear the game without thinking of that image. So for any of you who actually watch Beavis and Butthead, do you remember that?
I'm sure one of my kids will. That's on my list of I don't watch.
It's on my list of I don't watch too. But I don't really do a whole lot of watch. Oh, where did I oh, look at that. I put that further apart this time. I guess, yeah, I like it up there. The nice thing about card making when you're doing it with a limited number of supplies is your brain doesn't explode. Because what happens to me sometimes when I'm card making is, well, like this one needs to. Jean, do you want to doodle this? Doesn't it look like it needs a frame doodle?
Yes, it does.
Go on the screen and show me your frame doodle that you want me to do, but make it simple enough I can do it.
Okay, let me grab something to write with.
All right, I need a frame doodle. All right, and I'm going to start working on the next one. If she comes on here and scares me, I'm going to put her to work.
Let's be all bossy.
I got no problem being bossy nowadays. It took me a long time. All right, like this. Like that together. Ooh, that's not bad. Just straight up like that. It looks like it needs to be clipped down at the bottom like a flag. And yes, I'm trying to keep this super simple. That is my intent. There you go. Like this. This needs to be matted. What'd you say?
I said I actually put all my pins and stuff up. Can you believe that?
Well, I don't even have any pens sitting at my table that I thought I had.
You want this one?
What is this one?
This black.
Oh, yeah. Can you throw it over here for me, please?
Sure.
Ooh, this would look good matted in this color. All right, so the next big cut on the big piece of paper, you guys know this is 3 by 4, so it's going to be 3.5 by 4.5 again. For those of you who need to measure. For me, I don't necessarily want the whole measure, but I'll do it.
Laura, you don't see her in the background like I do. She can be pretty bossy. Okay, Dara, pay attention.
Wait, I can't pay attention. I'm cutting. I got to measure twice, cut once. Goodness knows there ain't no paying attention happening right now. Oh my gosh.
Dun, dun,
I was so hungry. So Jean Peter and I were talking on the phone earlier, and I got so hungry at the end of that phone call. I went downstairs, and instead of having a normal lunch, I had cereal because I didn't want to wait for real food.
I understand that.
I just needed the cereal. All right, one more cut, and then I'm going to look at your doodles.
Okay.
One more cut. So this is the 4.5 cut. And save those scraps off on the side because you'll be using them if you're making this card kit and you're watching this after the fact. All right. This is my box cutter for opening my packages. Not even my normal X-Acto knife. Oh, it's just too funny. Okay. I'm going to see if this one needs a frame too, because you might have to start thinking about 2 frames for me. No, I don't really want this to have a frame. I might just ink this. I think I just like it inked. So I'm going to take off how much of it? About 1 inch. One more cut, Jean. One more cut.
Yeah, story of my life. One more time. That sounds cool, Tammy.
Some of the black swirly paper from somewhere. It is. It is. You have to touch it, but then it does have a little bit of a glitter residue on it. But I don't mind. It's not like one of those crazy glitter explosions that happens in some places. All right, I do like it there. So this will go down first, then this, then that. Oh my gosh, what a simple looking card. I don't even typically do simple, but that one Came out
That's
okay.
really pretty.
All right, let me see. I'm on your doodle. We're going to doodle together.
Okay.
Tell me what to do.
All right. It's really easy. There's two ways you can do this. You could just draw your lines, draw a couple,
Mm-hmm.
come back and do this at wherever you want, or you can draw, stop, zigzag, draw, stop, zigzag. And then I still go back through with another line because I like the double lines.
Okay. So I'm just going to do, oh my gosh, I can't draw a straight line.
That's
So,
why you do more than one. That way it looks like it's supposed to be that way.
okay, and this one, oh, this is going to be a long one. So gotta think about drawing a long line. Yep, straight doesn't happen. I had an art teacher when I was in middle school one time, and they said that don't worry about straight because nothing in nature is really straight.
See, I just did the whole length of this and it's not straight, and that's what makes it cool.
All right, we'll do this one.
I took a class from Joanne Sharp, 2 or 3 of them, and one of her favorite lines that I ever heard was, the first line is not the last line.
Oh, that's a good line.
And that's what makes the doodles look airy and fluffy, for lack of a better description.
Yeah. All right. Now it looks a little more finished. I do wish it was in pen though, and this is a very fine line. It's scrunchy, so I think I'm going to put hearts on the corners and a dark heart because I don't like how the corners look. Okay, maybe just one corner because that looks better now. Okay. Done. I can do flourishes and swirlies, but or the dashes, of course. Like this one could have dashes. And I think that's what make cards look extra special is those extra touches, not the first touches you do when you're making the cards. You come back and tinker with them.
I do a lot of swirlies too, but this is my go-to.
Well, that's why I went to you for a different kind of doodle. We could do that on all of them. Have you give me a doodle for each one when we get to the bottom of them. Instantly putting you to work. I'm working with the actual kit. So for 9 cards, $4 or $5 is cool. And then this lace, by the way, I have to tell you, if I got this lace in a kit, I'd say screw the cards. I'm keeping the lace because it's cloth. It's like a cotton, and it feels so lovely to the touch. It's the only one I have 24 yards of. But we might use it in one of them. All right, so that's 2. What phrase should I use on this card? That's what I need next while I'm gluing this card down. All right, Jean Peter, here's the doodle requirement. You've got this simple looking card. And what I am trying to think of is, should anything be on the frame of this card?
No.
The frame's kind of tiny.
I don't think so. If you wanted to do something, ink the edges.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't think it needs anything.
It's so big. All right, I'll ink it first so I don't mess it up, because we all know I do that. So this black swirly paper, Tammy, you and I might have bought it the same time. I think I bought it like a year ago in a 25 pack at Tuesday Morning. So if you have a Tuesday morning, might have been where you picked it up at. And that's why I used this paper, because I've finally, I'm going to ink this too, because I really think it needs that extra edge too. I wish I would have inked the first one now that I'm in this cycle of doing things. I even like the little snowflakey lines on the back side if somebody didn't like the front side of something. So it took me a whole day to put these 25 kits together. Isn't that ridiculous? 24 kits, because I didn't have enough of the same paper stuff to do 25. And this being one of them. I am thinking of saying in the auction, buy one, give one. Didn't I just ink this? Did I ink the other? Oh, I inked the other side. Y'all.
Today, going through some papers for some kits I was working on, I found some petable paper.
Don't you love that though?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Some of them are, I love paper. Oh, for the love of flipping paper. I could sit here and spend an entire day just going, oh, look at this. Look at, but I'm like that more with resume paper, various graph papers, swirly, flourishy papers, vintage cards. Oh my gosh, you get me touching vintage cards, you think I'm a freak. Oh, you know what I didn't do is I didn't do this one right up to the bottom there. Dang it. Now I have to set it higher. Same feeling. Yeah, that'll work. All right. Had to look at it.
I found this card in my stash yesterday.
Oh my gosh, he's so cute.
Oh, but it gets so much better.
Oh my gosh.
It's at a diner with Flo and I don't know. It says reserved for you. But every little part sets up. It's so hard to see it on here, I know, but.
Oh my God, it's fabulous though.
Isn't
you can
that
see
cute?
the stuff sitting on the table.
Yeah. There's a birthday card and a cake and a whole bunch of presents. It's so cute.
That is adorable. I have a thing for shaker cards, and my daughter did her graduation card in shaker cards, and or made them to look, her invitation to her graduation to look like a little shaker. Freaking loved it.
Cool.
But pop-up cards remind me of like a childhood fun thing. Okay, that one's done. I hope I did it right side up. I did. Okay, we're good. Okay, so no doodles on that one.
So should I show them what I made last night? The thing
Absolutely.
Kits?
Definitely.
Okay. I just seen this picture and it was done with really long and I thought, oh, wait. Oh, one of them fell off.
Uh-oh.
But that's okay because I just did it with a hot glue gun just to see if it was going to be what I wanted it to be. So I used some of my rusty fabric up here as a loop. Might change that. This is just a prototype. And so it's made on a ruler. And these are all glued on. And like I said, one's already come off because they're just hot glued. And then I made the thumbtacks. I glued thumbtacks on this old key. So you could hang this and you could put your Christmas cards hanging off of it, and you could make your thumbtacks anything, a little cool bead, a little piece of jewelry, a wooden shape, or you could use it to hold recipes, or you could even use it like a snippet roll kind of thing. You could put little pieces of your favorite lace, you know, you've used it and there's just a little bit left. You could put one of those on here, or, you know, 5 of those. I thought it was pretty fun.
I like it a lot. I think it is adorable.
I do too. I don't like the hot glue, but I don't use hot glue for much of anything. See, it even came off the key already. Didn't take much. So definitely a stronger glue. But it was fun. And I know it'll work now. And, you know, it was a fortunate event to find these rulers at a garage sale when I got 52 of them for $1. Now, some of these are stuck on there good.
52 rulers for $1?
Yeah. I think 3 or 4 of them were plastic.
That is freaking a steal.
Yeah. I don't know what the one I seen online was made out of, but all I could think about was it looked like a yardstick. Yeah. And so I kind of was like, I got those rulers. And another thing you could do if you wanted to get real creative is some of these I've already drilled holes through. So I could do a paper clip because it's here. I drilled holes through a bunch of them. So if you wanted to get really creative, you could do wire and a little frou-frou here and make it all frou-frou along the edge. You know, beads and dangles and who knows what.
Oh my gosh, that would be cute too. And you could even wire it to the ruler.
Oh, you could. You could. Very easily.
And so then you could dangle the bead while you wrap it around the ruler going from bottom to top. And most rulers have a hole in it at the top.
Yeah, that's what this is all. Oh, you can't see that. That's what this is stuck to.
Oh. And then, so then you automatically have a little loop-de-doop you could put at the top.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, I should say, just in case anybody is actually watching the replay on this, what the measurement was. So this was the leftover maroon piece from when I cut this off the top right here. And so my leftover maroon piece is 5 and a half inches by, you guys know I can't do anything. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 by 5.5 inches, which is what was left over. And all I did was just cut it from corner to corner, giving me a nice diagonal cut and 2 triangles. And that'll 2 triangles, 2 cards. You know, that's how my brain sees it. You could do them on 1 card, but I'm not sure how I'm feeling about that. I was thinking about it and then just matting 1 in the middle, but I don't like that. And I wanted to use the red for this particular one. So I'm going to do it with just 1. All right, I'm done with the yabbering on that. I do love that ruler. I absolutely love the concept of you making that.
Thank you.
All right. Here's how we're going to cut this piece. So this is a 6 by 6 piece. And there's, when I did my little trim here, there's still a little yellow on the edge. I need to cut that off. Okay. So 4.5 by, I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, that's why, because it's over just a little bit. I could make it a really big border. That would be nice. Yes, I talk to myself this much when I craft by myself. All right, I'm going to make this 4 by 5. But instead of, I'll do a 4.5 by 3.5. Yeah, I'll do that. So let's, I don't know why I was going to turn, oh my gosh, I was going to turn it quarter. I just heard a crash downstairs. I hope everything's okay down there. All right. Done. Oh my gosh, did you see how crooked that cut was? It's because I was thinking about the crash. Suppose that needs to go.
Well, you better go check on the crash.
I should go check on the crash.
Yeah. Make sure everybody's okay.
Yeah. I'll be back in just a second after this cut. Jean, you can entertain them. I'll be right back. Is everything okay?
Hello. I wish you guys could come over and help me make these kits. I think I might do this for my Christmas cards because I don't get very many. So I ought to hold all of them. And I could put them on there so there's just one here and then they come out like this and it would start looking like a Christmas tree. Since we're just sitting here and you all have to listen to me, my captive audience here, I also seen this really cool idea where you take like maybe a wooden base with a dowel up the center, or you could probably even use like a shish kebab skewer if you didn't want it real big. And then you took layers of paper and graduated them up to make a Christmas tree. I've seen it once with colored like scrapbook papers and then once with book pages. Man, that was so cute. I was thinking, you might have to be my Christmas tree this year. That's as close to Christmas as I have gotten. Definitely don't like the hot glue. It just doesn't want to stick to anything.
It's going to smell like cinnamon for a while. Did you miss me?
Yes. I didn't have anything in front of me, so really nothing to say. And nobody was talking, so.
It is kind of quiet today.
It is kind of quiet. Everybody's just ready for the weekend.
I think so. Oh, that's kind of cute if I leave it long there. And then put a little something on the sides.
You know what'd be cute on that one?
On
one of the ends, wrap a little piece of gold ribbon or gold string around it a time or two.
I don't have any.
I have some silver. Do you want me to hand it over to you? It's actually within reach.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great if you could share supplies through the screen?
Oh my gosh, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
You know, if we can dream it, the world can be done. I believe at some point, that there is going to be some form of a teleportation. Oh, that's not half bad like that. I don't know if it would be in the same color, but it's kind of cute. With a good little doodle going down the sides like that. Now this needs a white paint pen. That's what that needs. But I'm trying to keep within just what I'm providing. All right, here's the thing. Do you like them off or on?
Okay. Just put one on and move it. Okay. Now move that over a little bit.
Like that.
There. I like that.
Okay.
But
It needs,
I'm not a symmetrical person, so.
yeah. If we leave it like this, though, I'm thinking it needs something in the corner. I don't know what the something is yet. I have to figure it out. These are the leftover little bits that were cut off. Nah, I don't like that either. All right, I'm okay with it. Still think it needs a white paint pen. But I do not have that at hand, so I'm not
Are
going
you going to turn your card over so the light bulbs hang down?
Yeah, that's how the other one is. It's just I was doing that for measurement.
Okay.
All right, I think it's ready to stick. It's a simple and easy one on the front. And if somebody wanted to use like whatever these shiny things are, stuff like that on the cards, I think this is like right before it goes into the blingy embellishment phase. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because they have whatever their own washi tapes are they could use. But I think it's a good base set for, oh, I already did that one.
Hey, wait a minute.
What?
Oh, I was thinking, never mind.
Oh, tell me what you were thinking.
Well, I was thinking if you put that down and then put your black one where it tucks under that and then your white one on top of that and see what you thought.
Well, we have another one off to the side. I can just flip that one upside down. So like this.
Yeah.
And like this. And then this. I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
I don't like it.
I think I lose something on it. I mean, maybe if it was the other way this way, but then it's too bulky. If this was smaller, if the triangle was smaller, I agree. So I have an idea for it, though, on the next one. So you did just give me an idea for the next one.
I'm good for something.
Well, some of the time.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting my purple ink all over the place. You know, it is kind of nice having another, across the small maroon pieces, it would look like gift ribbon. Oh, I see what you're saying. So like this. Oh my gosh, my brain just did that. Like that. So go the other way, upside down, and have it fit there like this. Is that what you're thinking? Now it looks like a cross, though.
I actually liked it on the other side better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let me try it on the other side.
Maybe it's because you had it lower. I don't know.
Yeah. I like looking at it on the screen instead of on my table because on the screen, when I see it small, it cleans it up for me in my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try it low on the other side.
Okay.
I love being bossy.
Well, I don't mind. I like it when there's a conversation on the card making because then other people who are making the cards using the same set can change it up how they want it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I think I like it centered in the card.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my gosh, I have an idea. Let's make this one smaller. Oh my gosh, we got to do this. All right, so what I'm going to do, and I'm going to have to do this with the tape on the back already, and you'll see why in a minute. I am going to cut this to where there's 3 pieces, and they're going to be graduating in size. The biggest, next to the biggest, and then the smallest. So try to make that straight, and I want to get a good sliver out of it. I hope I don't miscut it. Now you see what I mean? Like this. So that makes this one just a little bit too big.
Just a little bit too big.
Yep. And these are almost 2 of the same size, so I need to make this guy a little bit smaller. Which side is the glue on? That side. To make him just a little bit smaller. Oh my gosh. Watch, I'm going to end up not liking it, but I still have red. It's okay. And then take him down to about a 1/4 inch.
It could be a her.
No, it's a him. Yeah. So speaking of which, any of you ever have to learn languages that have the feminine and masculine, and you have to determine whether it's male or female?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, you know, I have to tell you, some of the words they choose to make male versus female, like le crayon and what is that, pencil or something like that? Why is the crayon masculine? Why can't it be feminine? You know? Le table, the table's masculine. All right, so this one's now a 1/4 inch. I want it a little bit bigger. I'm going to go one more. All right, and hope I'm not wonky. Just a hoping. If it is, it is. All right, we'll see how this one is. All right, I do like that better now.
Cool.
I don't like it on the screen, though, because that one's wonky. Let's try this one. Looks a little straighter. All right, you know what it needs, right? A black pen to draw lines through each of them. That's exactly what it needs. All right, that's what it's going to get. I mean, it's not going to get the lines to go through each of them, but it's going to get these 3 lines on it. And I've got to figure out how to do it all nice and tiny. So sometimes lower on the right. You know what we could do before I do this? What if it was like a present like this and they weren't the same size ribbon? Maybe that's what was getting in my head, is they were just too big for the little present feeling. What do you think of that? It's all sticky. Ignore the white. The white's just the sticker. Maybe. Maybe not.
Come up on the bottom one about there.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Done. All right. And then we'll apply this one first because I kind of know where it's at. And for those of you who use the sticky tapes, I just roll, when it's too wide, I roll it around the paper so I can't see it anymore before I lay it down. Now watch, I'm going to put it too far over or something. I think that's why I like the glue stick when I'm crafting on my own. I put a little angle. It's because I can move it if I move it in the wrong spot. About there. And now if I had ribbon, the ribbon would be perfect right here. Put you about there. Why, thank you, Susie. So what project are you working on today? What kind of kits are you filling and making today, Jean Peter? Oh, she's on mute.
I was giving you this huge long list. And now you'll never know. I am taking the jelly class today, so I'm going to do that. And I'm actually going to play because I'm feeling like I need to. And today, come heck or high water, I'm going to get my junk journal kits finished because I need to do it while the hubby's home to move the box.
Those paper boxes are crazy heavy, aren't they?
This is my, oh, I'm not up there.
Well, get up there.
This is my junk journal kits. There's a hardback cover and all kinds of fun things and alphabet stickers and piece of fabric and I have what did I say, 14 or 15 of them, and they fill a blue Rubbermaid tub.
Holy smacks.
Yeah. And then I've got book paper, and I have a link in the book paper kits for my Pinterest board on things to make with book paper. And there's some templates in there for some envelopes and some boxes and some boxes to 2 flat boxes to cover. And it is really cool papers, lots of book pages.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
But there's never anything wrong with good book paper.
Yep. And then I got a auction prep sometime soon.
I know. Isn't it crazy how fast this month went? It's crazy how fast it went.
Yeah, but I've been thinking it was the next weekend for 2 weeks now. So
that's a good point. So for you, it may not feel that fast because of that.
Yeah.
I don't have my glasses on. I'm going to miss the line. I know that's going to happen. I did miss the bottom one on the D, but because it's a capital letter, you can get away with anything. All right. Now's the big remember. Let me see if I can space my letters right.
You know, if they're not right, you can just put a swirl at the end of the word.
Well, you know, I like the exclamation point out of habit at the end of a word. So if anybody ever gets a letter from me and I put an exclamation point, it's really not because I was exclaiming. It's because I didn't like the balance of the letters.
Isn't it kind of crazy, the little things like that we have to do just to make it look right or feel right in our eyes, you know?
It is. It is. I need another note thing because I got to practice the word remember one time. I wish one of my chunky Sharpies works. Let me see if my paint pen works. And if you're a artist and you're watching this, then yes, you need a whole boatload of pens. Just put that on your wish list. All right, let's try to get the word remember. Give me my little edges right there to right there. Okay. Oh, the pen's not going to work. I'm going to have to do it a lot slower. Oh my gosh, it's going to annoy me. Yeah, not going to happen. Not doing the paint pen. Glad I practiced that one. I miss my chubby Sharpies. I have to go shopping now. Oh, that would be about the right size. Let me try it small. Okay, I think that might work. Oh, it's too floopy. All right, that means I have to try it up high. We can do it. It definitely should have been in a different color. So I made it messy, y'all. This is what happens. That's okay. We are so rough on ourselves when we craft, aren't we? All right, good enough. And this means I'm trying to cover that I didn't get the right section there, but I don't know if I want that color on there. I could. Where's my other little edge? I know I have two of them. Nope. Lifting it back up. The camera, I mean. It is stressful when you're oh, there it is. I found them both. So now I have them both. All right. So if I put you at the top, like this, and you at the bottom, like that, it works. And these are just the scrap pieces. Oh, you guys don't really see the bling on that, do you? No, it just looks asymmetric. Well, let me do the swirlies. How do I want to flourish this one? All right, give me a doodle, Jean Peter, for behind the word remember. Otherwise, I just put a flag. Put you on the spot.
Okay, so
I'll trim the edge while we do this.
I hope you're not cutting a fold.
No, this is a bottom. If I was cutting a fold, the card was already upside down. All right, you can noodle on a doodle. Tell me when you're ready.
Okay, so here's your remember.
All right.
And
wait. No one can see you. Hold your britches.
Oh yeah, sorry.
All right, there's my remember.
So come up to the little light bulb up here.
I got the light bulb.
Okay, and just kind of go slowly and do a little curl and another little curl and just go around. And don't go to that last B, yeah.
Okay. So I start at the last light bulb?
Yeah, just under it, and then just do a light swirl. Nothing fancy. Right there.
All
See,
right.
that's just the light bulb string hanging down. That's all.
Oh, well, we can put a plug into it. You know, if I'd have thought about it, I could have just done their little loopy tubes too.
Yeah.
That's why. All right, that's good. Do we want anything dangling over here to fall off the page, I think? There we go. Off the page. It's good. It's done now. All right, finish my A. Next time I'll doodle with glasses on and it won't be so squiggly. I can fix this M though. And make this one match. I like funky little thicknesses in my letters. I know that's not for everybody, but everybody writes in their own little ways.
I like it that way too.
And I don't even need it to match like the classic form of the calligraphy pen. I just like to see the random little chunks. Like if you're looking at someone's old handwriting in one of those pens. All right, now I like it better.
And you know, if you get one too thick, then you could put a few little dots, like 3 little dots in it, like it's part of the design. So
yeah,
it's always usable.
And you know, it's funny you say 3 because I find myself doing that all the time. It's 3 or 5.
Always.
Yep. Oh my God, did you see? This is the second time, just in case you didn't notice me do it in the first time.
You use the lid.
I did.
I didn't see it the first time. Thanks for sharing that again.
Yeah, you know, that's just a me thing. That's just the everyday me thing. It takes me a second to realize, wait a minute, ink's not going on there. All right, that's good.
I'm surprised you ink edges with StazOn.
Why?
I can't hardly stomach the smell of it.
Oh, well, you know, I have been using StazOn so many years that when my children moved out of the house, one of them said when the last one moved out of the house, she was doing some kind of a project, and she goes, "What's the name of that ink that we always used?" And then another one of the kids yells out, "StazOn." You know, you've tortured them because they have that. But yeah, this is my favorite brand of ink.
I only have 2 colors.
Oh, you glitched on me. What'd you say?
I only have 2 colors of it.
You only have. I have the 3 colors of Defy and StazOn.
Cool.
Now, what were you saying?
That's all. That I just have 2 colors.
Oh, you just my brain. Okay, so we have the pink one. I think the pink. No, I don't like it with the green. The blue is not too bad with the green. The green's too much, so I'm going to keep that green off. All right, so the green one is going to get these 2. I'm going to. And I have this one still left. You're going to go with that. I feel like we have enough paper left over for a couple of double matting, or triple if you count the paper. It's not half bad. I think the Happy Christmas with the book page is nice. And then layered with the black because the Happy is so black.
Darla, are you taking the class today, the Jelly Plate class? I thought I saw your name on there. And Susie too, maybe.
What time is it? So I'm not like bleeding.
2:30.
Okay.
Well,
what time is it now?
It's 1 o'clock my time.
Oh my gosh, are we talking to Jean Peter about time zones? Let us not have this conversation.
Uh,
Oh
but
my.
by golly, I can tell you my north, south, east, and west very easily from just about anywhere.
Oh my gosh, my brain wants to do 3 squares now that we were talking about 3 dots. I love that look when you see the 3 squares on one side or the other.
The class is at 2:30 my time, 3:30 Central Time, 4:30 Eastern Time.
Okay, so I got lots of time. It's 3 o'clock.
Yeah. So basically, the class is in an hour and a half.
Okay.
Wherever you're at, it's in an hour and a half.
I like this pretty paper. I feel like I want to do more with the pretty paper than what I'm doing. Or I kind of like it off on the angle like this too. Go in somewhere with it now. Make sure I'm not blowing off my size. Okay, so the book page is definitely going in the middle. The Happy Christmas doesn't need to be matted now. Unless I wanted to mat it this way. Yes, I talked to myself again. I'm sorry. No. This is really how I sit and design cards. Do you guys do this? Just tinker with laying stuff out until you start to like how it looks?
Sometimes, but I really don't make very many cards, so.
They're like my little miniature canvases. These are too big for me to do my little 3 squares, unless I did my squares much smaller. Might do that. I could do 1 and then 3. If I did that, they'd have to be about 1 inch wide. Okay, that's what we'll do. Make them 1 inch wide, and I need 4 of them, so I don't need that. I might just do 3 and 3. That means I need 6 little squares. I don't think that's, yeah, that's not 1 inch. Next question is, should I mat the squares when I put them on? Okay, 2 squares. Three. And this is what I'm doing. Just this. Do I need 2 sets of them or just 1? Take my scraps right there. Yeah, it's 2 sets. That looks better.
Then why did you ask us?
Well, you know, because you didn't answer me.
Well, I had to turn the mute off.
I'm sitting on my foot and my foot fell asleep again. Oh, smacks. I always forget that I'm doing that, and then all of a sudden I realize I don't think my knee exists. I need to go focus on that thing again. I'll use this one because they're the same size. Well, what do you think? You think it looks better with the 3 on the top and bottom?
Move the Happy Christmas up about a half an inch. Yes, right there.
And then you only want it on one side?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nope.
Nope.
Yep.
Yep.
Now then the question is, should the book page continue? I kind of like the book page going the whole way.
I like the book page. I like it just like it is. Don't screw it up.
Yes, ma'am.
We need to make sure y'all know that we really do like each other.
Well, you know, that's how you know we like each other. That's what I say. All right, so does this need to be matted before it gets put down on there? I don't know. If it's matted, then I can't see as much book page. So my answer is no. Yeah, I think it's done just like it is. Okay, so keep all this. It's going to be extra stuff in this. Wow, this is an easy page too. You know, once it's designed, man, this will be a fast kit of cards to put together. You know, for the folks who don't like to do the handmade Christmas cards, but really want to do the handmade Christmas cards, you know, they set themselves. Does anybody ever do the craft where you commit to making the craft? Just make sure it doesn't say anything. I know, right? I should check that. Let me check the front before we lay it down. It's talking about Paris, Monsieur Bouchard. This is a Frenchy book. Louis the 16th, in spite of everything. His name doesn't mean he's a robber. Your mom knows her grammar. Dorothy said, fun is fun, but a girl wants to laugh all the time. Oh, I like that. That almost should be highlighted. Okay. Nothing racy. We're good. We're safe. I'm sure I have sent cards with, well, my hubs, he is an avid reader. Like, you would not believe how much he reads. And he gives me the book covers, which I've been storing for a while, for the foundation. And the pages, I'm telling you, I think I have to throw some of them away. Well, I did. What did I do with the other one this size? Is this the same size? Nope. Smacks. I know I just had it. Oh, well, they're close enough in size now. Here, let me trim just a smidgen. But some of his books, when you flip through the pages, whoo, they are racy. And they're all just like the, and now it looks smaller. Am I going to be doing this until it just keeps getting so small I can't see it? All right. Make sure I have you in the right spot. Let's put these down first. That way we can match the other ones up top. I'm going to scurry just a bit outside of the book page. Yeah, that's good.
Perfect.
So I have to tell you, when I hear the word perfect and I hear the word flawless, it takes me back to some corporate days where I used to just get so frustrated when people would talk about things being flawless, because I think it's impossible to be flawless. And if a person thinks they or their organization are flawless, then it's probably covering something up, you know?
Speaking of organizations,
Yes, ma'am.
one of the booths across the alley from me, this sounds so funny. It was some kind of wine thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't remember the name of it. She didn't have a catalog. They were gone. She was out of them already, but she took my name, and I gave her our business cards. But you can do a wine party kind of thing, and 10% of all of their sales goes to some organization. I can't, she rattled it really fast, so I didn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
You can also do it like, where 10% goes to, say I was to have a party and 10% of it would all go to my nonprofit that I chose.
Right.
So I gave her our cards. You never know. She also works for United Way, so I figure foot in the door kind of thing.
I've not gone to United Way and done one of those. We're one of the organizations you can fund.
Yeah.
I probably should at some point, but there was a time in my life when I was on the I need help side of things, and they were so mean at that time that it's just been, and I'm sure it just happened to be the person, not the whole organization.
Well,
that kind of stuff happens, and it just, I don't know. And I need to stop letting things like that from my past world get to me. I know that. But
well, that's kind of like my grandson was born with a heart defect, a birth defect. And so when I go somewhere and they say, you want to donate to March Dimes, I have a lot of problems with that because we couldn't get any help whatsoever. And so, not that they had insurance and he was covered and all that other stuff. But, I don't know how much money we spent, because we had to have a place to stay. Bye, Darla.
See you, Darla. Thank you, Darla.
All the extra food, everything. I mean, it was just quite expensive because we were, 5 hours from where we lived. Thank goodness for Ronald McDonald House. But, and I'm kind of that way with United Way because at one point they supported the Boy Scouts, but not the Girl Scouts.
Yes.
And
that's not the only experience with stuff like that. And, I'm almost, I don't know. I don't know if I want to get into a space where it becomes political to help people.
Exactly.
I like it to where we help who we want to help when we want to help them, and nobody says, "Oh, I'm pulling the funding if you don't do X, Y, or Z." It makes me nervous.
Yeah, I understand. And I'm a 16-year Girl Scout, so them not helping Girl Scouts was not a happy thing for me.
Yeah, no.
In fact, I would still be a Girl Scout leader if we were in the same town as my granddaughter.
Oh.
Because she tried it and they had a terrible leader, and
oh, that sucks.
I'm like, really? But that's okay.
Okay. I have this one left, which I really like it, with the little thing. And I have an idea with this. You can pick on me if you want to, but I'm thinking of just cutting off a portion of it and making it slide across at an angle on the page.
Sounds good.
I mean, I never know, because sometimes it can be the one person that you're dealing with, and other times it can be like a really big deal. you know?
Yep. I have an idea for a live.
What is your idea?
Well, one of us sits there and makes something while the other one tells us exactly how to make it.
Oh, let's do that. Let's do that on the next card, right? You just give me the specific instructions because I already got this card in my head. Okay. But then I think that would be hysterical.
That would be a fun kind of regular thing to do, and let other
Everybody
people
play.
join in.
Yeah, everybody can play along, and you tell them what supplies to bring, but not what they're going to make, so they can't get any preconceived notions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
But see, I don't even know what was in your kit because I didn't come on when you started. So I'm kind of going in telling you what to do without knowing what you got. That's fun too.
1.5 pages of cardstock where half a page of each one is a different color. So I had this color, this red, and which I've already used it, pink. And two book pages, which I don't think you could go through the whole set of them, that are like this, that, because you just never know when you need book pages.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then, oh, I don't want that color with this one. And 9 card bases. I think they're 5x7s. Yeah, 5x7 card bases. Okay, here's how I'm doing this one. This is what I was trying to say. Just not doing a good job of saying it. Where I take the lines of it like this. And I was thinking of Susie with the wrapping. It doesn't have to be perfect like that. It's kind of cute. Almost candy stripe. And so this one I'm going to triple mat because I can. Oh, I still love this though. Could be so. I wish it was just a little bit longer. It'd be perfect if it was just a little bit longer. I kind of don't mind it like that.
I think too much of the black shows.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
Put it like this. Make the black one a little narrower. Where it stops at the eye in Christmas. Oh, there's another option. I like when this happens sometimes, when you have it be on either side, like it's holding it up. They're not the same size, but I can make them the same size.
There you go, being all matchy-matchy.
All right, fine, Jean Peter. There we go.
No, it's kind of light in the corner. I love the stripes. I love the stripes.
I love the stripes too. I'm not liking any of the rest of it right now. Until I like it, it doesn't go anywhere. I love the way the triangle become like a whole candy cane thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I really think it's just a matter of enjoying the stripes and layering this up.
I definitely liked it with the book paper behind it.
With the what?
Book page behind it.
Oh yeah, I agree. The book page is the first layer of its shenanigans, but I can lay the candy stripes down now because I'm not going to ink them or anything. That was the easiest way I've ever done candy stripes.
And why are you using tape instead of a glue stick?
Because it's faster on screen. Because frankly, I prefer the glue stick. And I'm messy, and I know my glue stick right there. find my spot here. I can't see it. I got to turn it upside down. And then the little corner.
I can smell the peppermint. And you can laugh at me, but I am not the best at folding a card in half. I'm always a little bit wonky. I just stopped carrying long ago and just trim off where one layer's a little different than the other one. All right. That's good. This one's left over. So back to the book page. Watching for the racy. That's the way I was when I was using the Danielle Still book.
Looking for the racy?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you never know with a French book. They can get a little feisty. All right. This one's going to be a tiny bit. I guess it doesn't matter if it's racy on this one because it's barely going to be seeing any words on it. Okay, that is one of the things that I do a lot is I make the words going the same direction of what I'm doing versus allowing them to go up and down sometimes, unless I intentionally want them to be up and down. My numbered self, I can't contain it. So I wonder if I do the tarot thing, if I do that as a class, a group, and then we could flip them over and we could have a guest be on the StreamYard with me who knows how to say whatever it is they're supposed to be saying.
Mm-hmm.
As I flip them for folks. And the goal would be, and I'm going to share this with you, it would be a message from the muse, what inspires your best work, what your art inspires in others, what your art says about how you see the world, and what you put in your art. Those are the answers of what you're flipping. Look at this. I was just talking about, oh, the whole thing's upside down. I was going to say my words are upside down, but that's upside down too. Okay, it's okay. I didn't use all the paper included in the kit.
What do you mean by that, Laura?
Writing is hard, especially with Nuvo drops.
No. She has her mouth zipped shut, I think.
Oh, she's keeping her mouth shut. You don't need to keep your mouth shut. You're among friends here. Not to mention, this is the Defy channel, too. This is where everyone can be open and free to say what they think what they want, and do what they want completely and totally unjudged.
Oh, okay. Well, it's been an hour since I've been on the computer, so I can't see very well.
What? Oh, she's grinning.
Grinning.
Oh.
Good, because I'm thinking you may have to show us how to read those.
Laura, are we going to sign you up for reading them? And it doesn't have to be like an authentic, full-on thing, but here's what I'm thinking is, and this the whole thing. It says, message from the muse, and then one of them flips. What inspires your best work, what your art inspires in others, what your art says about how you see the world, and what you put in your art. The spread was created by Thistic Tarot. When I found an art spread, I thought this has got to be the thing for a group of folks to find their muse and have a little fun.
Sounds exciting to me. Maybe I'll learn something.
Okay, I like this matted. Here we go. We're still going. I might do one more mat behind it.
You know, I have two sets of tarot cards. One is older, one is not so old. And I think it was Shelley who was looking it up, and the not so old ones, fairly valuable. I just bought them for the pictures. Like my husband always says, I buy you books, and you just look at the pictures.
Okay, here's my thing now is I'm really kind of liking the leftover thing on the side. But I don't have anything that's working for me right now to give me my leftover thing on the side. No, I don't like that either. Maybe not. Maybe I just mat it and pop it. It's done. It doesn't feel done though. Do you guys feel
have any red left?
I didn't have any red. Oh yeah, I did. I have only this one.
What if you cut 3 little... Oh, that's kind of cute.
Yeah, I can do it that way. Maybe.
Well, if you're going to do that, I would lift the stripe up slightly and slide that under there. But that's just me.
Like that?
No, I would go ahead and mat that and then slide that. Lift the one that's stuck down already.
Yeah, it's already stuck down.
I know, but can't you slide a little knife or something under there and get it to come up a little bit?
I don't want to.
Okay, then don't do it. I'm cool with that. I mean, that's what I would have done. What I was thinking is the little piece you had left over, if you cut like 3
sizes.
No, 3 like not even half an inch, maybe 1/4 inch squares, cubes, and put them on the side of that like buttons.
Oh, this just needs buttons. That's what it's missing. So make them tiny squares on this side.
Yeah, and so they were like buttons.
Okay.
Or cut that black square to look like a tag.
I already was in that in my head. Did you see that too when it went like that? Like, oh, look at that. It's a tag. It's gonna... Yeah, it was in my head too. So we're doing the tag now. I might as well use this as my guide.
Yep. That's a good idea too, Laura. I only said squares because she said she wanted to use what was in the kit. So
I'm trying to do just what's in the kit. All right, here we go. It is looking better. And I have a heart I can punch out. I don't have a circle punch anywhere near me. Right there. It definitely needs a white paint pen, but I think it's almost done. Okay. Let me check something real quick.
A piece of paper made both of us go,
I think it's done. I think this would have been better with the black on the corners, though. What do you think? No?
No.
Okay.
Makes your candy cane look dirty.
Well, my candy cane can be a little dirty. I mean, it happens. Oh, glue.
You know, I'm not getting much done today.
Don't blame me.
That's just who who I was going to blame.
Uh,
That's
totally.
all right. I'll work harder tomorrow.
Well, I was going to do so much today. This doesn't count as doing. I mean, I guess in a way it counts as doing because somebody's going to use this to make their kits, right?
Yeah. I made 3 kits today. Does that count?
Oh, that totally counts. Takes me like a whole day to make one kit.
I thought I was horrible that it took me almost all day to make 6 of the junk journal kits.
Oh, you mean? Well, no, that's not horrible. That just means you're paying close attention to those. I'm currently working on 14 at the same time. So every time I do a count of something, I count out 14, and then I just keep layering it. You know how when you grab your papers and you layer it like this?
Yeah.
And then I shove them in the bag, and then I go get 14 more, and then I shove it in the bag. Yeah, it's kind of how that's going.
So you're working on 14 of one kit or 14 different ones?
14 different ones at the same time.
Yeah, I do that. I have, in the living room, I have a bracelet kit started. And in here, I have the paper kit and I have a junk journal kit. And where's the other one? In the spare bedroom is, well, in the spare bedroom is all the kits that are already done.
Yeah.
And then the card kit, that one. Not card kit, envelope kit. I know everybody's all excited. What do these kits mean? Yeah, I'm so excited too.
I wish I got some of your kits, Dagnabbit.
Well,
I'm jealous.
Some of them are actually kind of silly and some of them are actually kind of really cool. So I'm kind of pleased with my assortment. Lots of paper. I have lots and lots of paper. And in here thinking out loud, I would really like any suggestions for yarn, ribbon, that kind of stuff. What to do with it. I got lots of that too.
So I've seen some beautiful yarn flowers, no-sew. They use things like forks and stuff like that to make flowers. Have you considered those?
Yeah, I've seen them. I haven't done them because I get too busy with other things. It's like my daughter-in-law just a little bit ago sent me a note to tell me what was on sale at Target if I thought I was going to do, you know, something. She always helps me buy for her kids, you know. Like Christmas? Oh, yeah. So, you know, the thought of me not doing too much in December sounds like maybe it should be a good thing. My poor grandbabies need me. No, they don't, but I think they do.
Well, you know, I don't know if the whole world knows the little secret, but I told JP that December she needs to take a month, have some fun, relax, have a lot less work to do, because in November is when she mails all of her kits. And I can tell you guys that I don't think most people realize, like, if you've ever sent a happy mail, right? Picture sending, I don't know, 50 happy mails, and you've got some idea of how much we put into these happy mails. And yeah, we may have some of the stuff in inventory that we're putting into it, but it's not like we go and you know, it comes out of one box and it goes into a bag for the artists. It doesn't really work like that. I don't know. It's sometimes I have had a month or two where I've gone in there and gone, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. This is going to be much more random than it normally is.
Yeah.
So let's make sure we do this the right. Okay, it's the right way. All right. This one is, these are so not my normal card style. My youngest says I have a style, and I'm telling you, none of these are in my normal card style. All right, I'm liking it so far. This needs something, Jean Peter. You're getting ready. Get yourself ready. Because what does it need on this tiny little edge? Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that first one you did, where I draw a little line and then I ziggy it.
Mm-hmm. See, when I do stitching from the sewing machine, I do the same thing too. I stitch straight lines and then I stop and zigzag.
So I have a straight stitch sewing machine that can sew through leather, but it can only sew one stitch. So I don't have all the fancy pants stitches, but I have a fancy pants machine.
Cool.
You guys probably can't see. Is that even coming up on my little doodles? Now it is. This is so out of the norm with the pinks and the reds. My brain is going, what are you doing? And this one is going to say Merry Christmas. Done. Does the Zoom even work for you? You can read that, or was it too blurry? All right, close your eyes. It's going up. Done. Is it done? I do feel like it needs a little something on there, so I'm going to do that. I know, I can't help it. I'm sorry. Just doing it in a different color. It's coming across looking kind of black. Okay, now I like it better. What are you flipping through?
Oh, sorry. Am I making too much noise?
No, I'm curious. What are you flipping through?
I'm making kits. I'm feeling guilty for sitting on my butt.
Oh. Wait, am I on the last card? Oh, nope, two more. Okay, so we have two more cards. And I have this pretty, I mean, I really, really like this paper. Yeah, I don't know how I want to do it though. Yeah, I like that. Oh, you were going to tell me what to do. Let me give you my supplies. You can pretty much see them now. This is my leftover stuff. So I have black cardstock, 6x6, and a couple scraps. I have one small book page and one small book page scrap. I have a couple of tiny shinies, ink, and a 5x7 card. Which one do you want to do, the pink one or the Season's Greetings?
The pink one.
Okay, we're going to do the pink one. So the pink one, the order of it is this way because I really need the house to go upright. Otherwise, my brain will not accept.
Okay.
So whether the card goes
all out of the house anyway.
Yeah. Whether the card goes this way or this way is up to you because it'll fit both ways.
Okay.
And then I have this green cardstock, whatever you want to call that green. And that's 5.5. All right. I'm at your will.
So
I'll pull out too so you can see it all. Oh, and a corner rounder that I wasn't using.
I want a piece, the long piece of book page.
Okay.
And I want you to tear a strip on it approximately 1.5 inches wide.
Okay.
A long way.
This way or
No,
this way?
This
Do you
way.
want the edge off or on?
Off.
Okay.
Okay, I want a strip of the green, the same length or whatever,
Okay.
about an inch wide.
Okay, because I need the green for this one as well, how long do you want the green to be?
I was hoping for the same length as the book page.
Okay, is it going to go long ways on here?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so then I can cut off anything bigger than that.
Yeah, and it can even come down. Yeah, I really want them the same length if possible.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I just want to get an edge to it so I can have the green on the last card too. Does that make sense how I wanted to save that?
Uh-huh.
I dropped it. Hold your britches. There we go. Okay, and now you want the green one to be 1.5 inches?
No, I want it to be an inch.
1 inch is good. Okay. So I will do you want a rough edge or do you want the ruler tear or do you want the clean edge?
Is the other edge clean or rough?
The other edge is rough.
Whatever it is to make them alike.
Okay. Do you want it rough on both sides? Because I'm going to have to do that to this one. Or clean on one side. Because I'll have to know, because I'll have to tear just a little bit off one.
Let's just clean and just tear it. And we'll leave it like it is.
Okay. 1 inch. What do I do with my inch strip? Oh, there it is. 1.5 inches and 1 inch.
Okay. Gotcha. You're going to put on the opening side of the card the long strip of book paper first.
Book paper first. Okay.
And then you can lay the green one on top of it.
Like that?
No. Layered, matted.
Like that?
Yeah. And you want it about 1/4 of an inch from the edge.
Okay.
And
now, do you want this to go smaller than the book page or across the whole card?
I want it to go across the whole card.
Okay.
So it looks like you wrap 2 pieces around it, and it's going up and down.
Okay. Just making sure I get the right size. Don't know why I didn't just measure it. Oof, a little tattered, but that's okay.
That's okay.
All right, the opening side.
Yep.
On the bottom next to the edge.
1/4 inch from the edge.
Oh, 1/4 inch from the edge.
Yes. And then, but you need to turn the card.
This way.
Yes.
Okay. I'm listening.
You're just trusting, putting the tape on there, hoping I like it, huh?
No. Well, it's going to go down sooner or later. That tape's going on there.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally put this side face up.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're good there.
And then we'll put the green one on top of that.
Okay.
And then we'll just going to take our little pink card.
Okay.
And down just a little bit.
There.
Right there. Very simple.
It's kind of like this one.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't see that one, so.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. That makes me happy because then a person sees both and they get there. It is different, but I think it's cute that it's similar and using that way their brain can see both, you know, where you put it here and there. Do you want this matted?
Do you have enough black to mat it?
Yep.
Okay, now here's how I want you to mat it, but you can kind of hold it up there and see, like half matted, like all the whole length of it. Okay, put it on the other side. Yes.
Okay.
But I want a smaller mat. I want like 1/4 of an inch at the most.
Okay, so like this, only around the card, butted up next to the green or the book?
Yes, the green.
The green. Okay, I got it.
And you could even maybe use that smaller black one up there.
Yep, that's what I was just grabbing for in my brain.
And just a tiny, almost like an outline. You should have known. I outline everything.
Yep, which is why I need to get more black Sharpies. Okay, we got it right there and right here.
Yep.
Okay.
I like it.
Alrighty then. Now, do you want me to have an edge after I lay everything down?
Yeah, but it needs to be black.
I don't have a black pen.
Here, take one of mine.
I have a Sharpie that's about dead. That's what I have.
Okay. Well, then
I have a pencil. That's my default. So I can totally do the pencil.
Do the pencil.
Okay. All right, I'm going to lay everything out now. You're committed. Now you want it on the open side.
I do.
Okay. This could be my Dear Jean card.
Does that mean I get to stop doing things?
Nope.
Yeah, I can't blame a girl for trying, right?
Don't even try, woman. Don't even try.
I'm kidding.
We probably should have announced this in the Hardest and Angel group. I didn't even think about doing that. Because nobody really is set to the alarm on this channel. This channel has, what, 150 subscribers or something? It's really only the core folks.
Well, Shelly posted it somewhere. That's how I seen it.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah,
nice.
in one of the groups. Because I was across the alley shopping, remember?
She has giant tarot cards, perfect for teaching. I haven't caught up on chat, Laura. I'm sorry. Oh, it can be as basic or advanced as we want. Oh, woman, you're on. You're on. We are going to book that. You don't even have a choice now. What should we title that class? We should make it a little bit sneaky. The Art Muse?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Taroting up the party? I don't know. All right, this one's going down. Oh, yeah. Just so everybody knows on using this, and I'm wincing at these cards because glue stick lasts so much longer than this thin tape stuff. One of these days, I'm going to have a sponsor for the foundation. I'm going to have to come back and delete my words from old videos where I'm saying stuff like that. But it's true. The glue stick always lasts longer. All right, the card is down. Tell me what to do, woman. trying to clean up my mess. I actually love when I get
I
stuck
think
with
it just
fewer.
needs this the straight
Just
the
a
straight line with
you
the
want to?
zigzags.
Okay. I don't even have a sharpener in here, I don't think.
Ooh, I like that. Mystic Muse.
The Mystic Muse. Ooh, we could have a subscription on that. So Jean Peter and I have been talking about doing subscriptions to these classes. And I actually think it would be kind of fun to have a couple that people can bank on and develop their little friendship thing. I should have made you give me instruction all the way down to stop and wiggle. That would have been funny.
Then I would have had to stop and look.
Who's got the train sound?
Me.
Is it one of the grandkids or is it just messages in general?
It's quite a bit of, let's see, 3 or 4 messages from my granddaughter or from my daughter-in-law, and I don't know who all.
I'm liking.
Okay, I'm going to have to let you go. I got to help Tammy figure out where to get to the jelly class and answer some of these messages before we start.
Okay, and then can you also see if anybody needs their requests approved for being added to that group?
Okie doke.
Okay.
All righty.
Finish my last card because that's all I got left is one.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Draw, stop, wiggle. I know, right? I left myself with black paper. And, you know, I really want to make this last one because I know not everybody's going to have the same stuff left over. So I really want to make this last one easy. So I'm going to rip in case somebody doesn't have all the size left here. And my brain, when I said rip, it said the phrase nip and tuck. We'll cut this off. Card's getting a little surgery. I wish this was just a little bit longer, but it's not. So we are going to put it here. I'm going to layer this one here. I like when it's at the top too. Oh, this one's already ripped. I'll take that one to the top. Match you on a book page. And you know, I never even pulled out the lace. Isn't that sad? I should use the lace for something. We'll just use it on this one. Right there. That card is done. So simple. All right, so we'll cut this to 6 inches. All right, You're going to have to remind me of the whole Mystic Muse, or what did you call it? Mystic Muse? Yeah, there we go. You're going to have to remind me of the Mystic Muse name because I know I'm going to forget and I really don't want to forget. All right, so we're going to take this one and you're going to be 6 inches. Wait, is it 6 inches? It's 5.5 inches, right? Oh, no. Yeah. It's 5 inches. Okay, that one's done. And then this one, when I'm at it on here, I feel like I want to do it at this spot. So words in a little. I was doing dimensions before, but now they're just going to get shapes or ideas. Because I didn't do a good job of saying how big things were, but this one's matted with about a 1/4 inch around it. Just taking underneath or on top. On top, I think. Could just be straight up underneath. So the matting becomes irrelevant even, besides what's on the sides. That's a decent layout. Looks like it's hiding. On top. Okay, we're going to do it on top. Pull that back out. It's easier to lay out too. Lay down, I mean, when it's on top. I do like the book page. Book page shows up more when it's on top. Could leave one of my little corners out. Nope, I don't like that. Can I even use this? Nope, I don't like that either. Now I'm into the I'm done making cards phase. Yeah, they're both down here now. That's not bad. So if I move this up more, okay. Anyway. Keep it there. Okay, now that you've seen all the layouts, Laura, you get to decide. A or take it here. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm going to tear a book page every time I try to pick this up. And the only word that really shows up in my head is dignity every time I see this pop in. A, B, or C, and there's a D, hold your britches, or D. I like that anyone watching this can make it however they want. Everybody's card sets will be different. I'm waiting for the A, B, C, or D. There's a delay. Answering a question real quick. C. Okay, C was this one. I like that too. Done. We're going to do it C. And this gets moved up a little. So we'll mat this first because I'll remember that. Okay. The black at the bottom breaks up the stark white. I agree. Okay, make sure upside is with upside. And yes, I just eyeball everything. Oh, look, it says Dorothy on there. Okay, there we go. Make sure my card opens the right direction. That's the hard part for me sometimes. I'm telling you what, I can't tell you how many cards I have made where it goes the wrong direction. This one's the top. And when I give out the project to the folks, oh wow, I actually laid that on straight. That's shocking. That never happens. I think I'm going to give it to them with just the pictures, a link to this video, but they won't need to watch the video. Oh, hey there, Karen. Oh, D. I don't remember what D was. Which one was which? We need someone to break the tie because I'm laying it down. Got a C and a D. I know more than a couple people are watching. I love when people vote on things. All right. Wouldn't that be fun if we could do a class in one of those group classes where folks put in their opinions? Okay, I know this one either way is down at the bottom. Let me give a nice clean edge to this. I don't have a lighter in here. This is so pretty. Now I don't have to do a whole yard in each one. I could probably just do a half yard in each one and save some of this. Because they may want to use some in there. Okay, the black at the top. All right, I'll be the tiebreaker once we get to the bottom here. Because either way, this was a little bit off the bottom. Sentiment. Top. Tuck it down. Bottom and higher up. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to flip a coin because frankly, I can't decide either. All right. This is a cabochon. This would be where our head would normally be, so we'll call that heads. This would be a tail, the backside next to your chest there, and we're going to flip it. C is heads, D is tails. And it's heads. I said C is heads, and now I forgot which one is C. Is C at the top or the bottom? I think C was at the, oh wait, Laura said bottom, so it'll be C at the bottom. And what's nice about both of them, I actually like it both ways. What's nice about both of them is I think, oh, you know, it would be kind of cute if I put little corners up at the top. Let's do that. Do we have a square? That's too big. This one looks pretty square. Is the people watching it can see all the different ways they can do it. And then there's enough leftover pieces that I know that regardless of how they choose to make their cards, there'll be plenty. Just finish it off. I made this just smaller than a 1-inch square. And frame it in. See if we like it first. We may not like it. And up at the top is bigger. Then there's diagonal. See if I even like that. It needs a doodle, that's what it needs. And you know where the doodle needs to be. Just a little edge, I think. C was at the bottom, okay. Oh, what if that's really tiny? That. I kind of like that. I think I'm going to stick with that one. Yeah, I like it better without the corners. Yeah, I like this, and now it's going to get an edge, and then it's done. I like how this is now. So we have a, it's done. Ding, ding, ding. Where's my tape? There it is. And then I'll do a flip through of all the cards we made today. Yeah, now leave it. I know, right? Does anybody else overmake things? I do that all the time. I keep going until I don't like it sometimes. All right. I think I need to mat this one on here first. Take you back up. Okay, leave it. Don't put an edge to it with the pencil. I kind of want to do a pencil. I'm going to do a pencil. That's what I'm going to do. All right, let's get this baby in. Okay, that's pretty centered. And all I'm going to do with the pencil is give it a shadow. I think I want shadow to go this way. Just do top and left. Okay, and then just do loops. And I'm not going to ink the edges. That was a pretty big loop. Oops. Okay, and the last little area. All right, that's it. It's all done. Just a little messy loops on the edges. Ignore that little hump. Loops in one hump. And I'll do a quick share. Okay, all of this made from that one card kit. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Oops, that one's sideways. To make these. And it really was 1.5 sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper, 1 12 by 12 cut apart, and then 1 12 by 12 black cardstock, and that's it. Plus the pretty little lace, because everything can do with lace. Yeah, or maybe that's a better way to do it. I don't have a good way to take a picture, but I think these pictures will work for the people who are getting the Christmas card kits and want to do quick and easy because the layout's already done for them. So thank you all for hanging out with me today. And I'm hungry again because, frankly, I'm always hungry. So love and hugs, everyone. Thank you. Take care. And Laura, I'm going to chat with you shortly about our plan for doing a fun Mystic Muse project moving forward. So are you available right after the show? If so, I'll see you in a bit. Love and hugs, everyone. Bye.